We are live on the squared circle. Once again, it is the Mouth Ian Mosley. It is the Toy Man Chris Hill, and we are back for another exciting edition. Sans Tony. He goes on a cruise and just forgets about us. I think that's kind of his MO.
I mean, we already know where I stand with Tony, so I say it all the time. I mean, he came back for what, a couple of shows?
Yeah.
Came back when it was relevant to him. But the fans love him. Fans love him.
Well, he is fun, I guess, when it comes time for it. But they're
more funny looking.
We got Brittany with us today, though.
As always.
Oh, got his haircut a little too short. Huh. Guess we missed something. We took out the GM. Speaking of, I mean, I don't know. You're firing shots once again.
I mean, people talk about Deshaun too much. They give him a bad rap.
Give him a bad rap. It's that Oral gang. I mean, they're
champions. I mean, they're champions. When you're a champion, you can do what you want, when you want, how you want.
Okay. Well, Big J is champion here at APW as well, taking on the North Texas title. We'll see how that plays out as push comes to shove, but
still kind of shocked by that one.
It's a little bit surprising, but they won't be in action here, but All Out Assault is coming up February 25th in Alvarado, Texas. We are ready to go at the Johnson County Pioneer and Old Settlers Reunion Arena. A big night of action this Saturday night. Women's championship on the line, tag titles on the line, cruiserweight championship on the line. Oh, and the Tiger has joined
us. Grace my presence. Grace in my presence.
Oh, come on. You couldn't match us with the shirts? Did you not get the memo?
I wore it on my cruise, my little shirt like that, but I didn't want to, only out of the country. I don't want to give it on you guys. So
I got this specifically for Toy Man because since he wears it and all of a sudden he feels like he's like a boss and everything, I felt like maybe it would help me step up.
Oh,
help you step up.
I like to wear mine open though, so it's a different kind of look.
No, there you go.
Yeah, I wear like a t-shirt and I kind of have it open. As like that's my style. But yeah, I got a couple of them now. So maybe whatever, yeah.
Because, I'm only a 2-time APW manager of the year. Yeah, you still didn't get yourself some Bluetooth headset.
Okay. We're very, like I said, my vacation totally wiped me out, so we're still paying on that.
I'm sure they probably had some for like.
They were trying to sell some stuff like that on the islands and stuff, and I'm like, oh, but I just opened it up and just fall all out. Yeah. I bought the spray man
back feed
that lasted about a week. So
King Outlaw has me working his gym tonight so that he can go be a TNA superstar.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Just I don't know.
Jacked and Juicy and TNA, total nonstop juiciness.
Yep. He gets his hands on this mouse would be. He gets his hands on a belt, like touching it on the ground, and all of a sudden it's.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I am here.
King Outlaw. You hear
go. Advanced Fitness Center in Keene, Texas. You can swing by if you want to be live on the show. Peek through the window. I might move my camera just to let you see it. There's.
I used to tune into the old days of Square Circle. It used to be like in an old radio station. If people would be in the background walking around,
yeah,
windows, it was pretty cool. Always wanted to be on part of that, but they're too cool for me then.
Too cool then. That
They're too cool. Yeah, well, yeah. I had to prove myself, I guess.
yeah, he held NXT Gold. Rude. Yeah.
Oh,
He did hold it, picked it up off the floor. That was
yeah.
by that.
Gave it
I
back
mean,
to
by
the
that
right
sense, I
champion.
mean, all the titles are here. I can hold the APW. No, I guess not the heavyweight championship, but I could be Tony's champion,
Yeah.
the multimedia champion for.
I was surprised I wasn't in the top 100 of Texas with my Battle Royal win in May, but I felt like I was screwed out of that deal.
You never know. Yeah. Oh well, but this Saturday night we do have, as I said, All Out Assault in Alvarado. Tony will be back, right?
Yeah, I'm back. I took almost 3 weeks off. It was like the longest break I've had since COVID. So I feel a little bit more refreshed. I could have had a few more days in the Caribbean, but I guess I'll come back and be. It was a funny story. I was getting on the shuttle from the parking lot to get on the ship to go on a cruise. And someone comes by, hey, you're Tony the Tiger from Ring Announcing, yada yada. I had to be on a boat with a fan the whole time. I didn't really have a whole lot of interactions with them, but it was still. And I kept like, hey, kind of big shot with my kids, and they rolled their eyes at me. They didn't care, but yeah, every now and again I think, hey, there's that guy that knows who I am.
FM fans.
Cruising with Tony.
I'm on vacation.
I'm on the boat with Tony the Tiger.
But you get to fly private. Do you have like a private yacht too, Ian, that you use? Or?
Yeah.
I don't go out on the ocean.
Okay.
Hey.
This is why. This is why I don't go out on the ocean, okay?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm the biggest predator there is.
Oh.
And I don't need to get too full eating out all the other sharks that think they're sharks.
Got it.
That's why I wore orange. I don't want to get mistaken for a big sea lion or a juicy manatee or something. So I was all out in orange, and anytime I was under the water, looked like a big Finding Nemo's big brother.
Jesus. This guy.
You dropped his stuff. I mean, it's just.
I mean, you can't even say anything to him because he puts himself down.
Yeah.
I mean, what if I would have had a great one-liner with that?
Oh no, I was thinking. I definitely picked my clothing out. I'm not wearing black because I will look juicy. Not like Jack juicy, but just juicy into a shark.
It'd be like a walrus.
Yeah. I didn't want that kind of any kind of jokes. I'm wearing orange. I didn't want to wear red. I don't want to look like a Kool-Aid guy or big old.
Whoa.
Yeah. Don't mess with the Kool-Aid guy.
We don't. Come on, King Outlaw.
Oh, I must have missed it.
Yeah, that's not a good comment. That's not a good comment. Yeah, no. No, that's not a good comment at all.
I missed the one earlier.
Wow.
But,
and I had your back. I had your back when Chris was over here talking trash on you. And wow.
I noticed that I
missed King Outlaw now.
He gets the hobnob with the celebrities a little bit. He gets a little big headed.
Yep.
Gets
King Outlaw, Jacked and Juicy, gone. No protection. Chris, have fun.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want.
But yeah, definitely ready to get back to some APW. I kind of got my foot back in the door last weekend, and but I didn't get to do no ring announcing, so I'm trying to get back into that. I'm ready to do my thing and quit being a GM. It's good, this GM stuff's stressful. It's just a night to go out there and just say some names badly and probably mix them up, but it'll be all good fun. I see a lot of my good friends are on the card too. This Phil Noir is coming back to APW. Yeah, good. I ran into him the other night. So that's
I'm just saying, the fans really didn't miss you too much
No, they probably didn't realize I was even gone.
because I stepped up to the plate.
I heard, yeah.
And then, of course, gotta have Toy Man involved. He has to,
I heard y'all, yeah,
has to have his fingers in everything. So
We're testing
he got to do.
water.
yeah.
He sat there, had to do a couple of matches, but I got to do the main event.
And now we all got to be on the Ring Announcer of the Year contenders. You've all done it now, so
I got to do the Fatal 4-Way, and I got to announce Big J as the new APW North Texas champion.
Oh, wow! I ran into
Mikey B didn't seem too impressed by it, though.
He was not happy. He was not.
And I
happy
had to
about it.
remind him on who actually won. I mean, but Big J had my back in the Battle Royal, so
Yeah.
I missed the Battle Royal and everything. We never have Battle Royals except for.
I'm talking about the Cinco de Mayo.
Oh,
The Cinco de Mayo.
He had my back.
I was like, we never do Battle Royals.
Yeah, he had my back in that.
Oh yeah.
So it was my privilege to announce him as the winner.
Well, kudos to Big J. I'm a big fan. I'm starting. Jackson Juicy and Joe Angelo Garcia starting to grow on me a little bit, but I'm definitely a Big J guy. And Mikey B. Even though they were giving me grief at another show, they kind of associate with Big Plo and all this on it, and they kind of give me grief here lately. But I just think they're trying to get on my show. That's all.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think it is. They're jealous. I only got so many sounds. There's so many. There's so much. But no, for real, I'm super excited for Big J. 2 titles here in APW.
Let's take a look. We do have Alberto de la Cruz taking on Jack Calloway. Jack Calloway on the show not too long ago. But Alberto had a few things to say about Jack's appearance.
Oh, good. Better get the
APW fans, listen up and listen well, because Alberto de la Cruz, El Sinvergüenza, is coming back this 25. And you know what? Let's be honest, Jack Calloway, I see your stupid interview when you say, I'm not a big deal, I'm not a challenge for you. The last time when you see me, you didn't even share the ring with me. Así que, piensa bien lo que dices, cabrón. You're dealing with someone more stronger than you, more smarter than you, more faster than you, and actually, mejor que tú. So, if you don't want to be ready, if you want to think this is going to be an easy win, I mean, I prefer like this. I mean, yo prefiero eso. Porque eso significa que vas a perder tan rápido, or you're going to lose in some pathetic way, or you can't even imagine. Te espero, cabrón. And, aquí te duermes, papá. ¿Qué te digo?
yeah.
Few words.
Yeah. He's Alberto and me we're having a little issues with him and his group and another promotion. I've had to remove him from tournaments and different things like that. So I'll see how he'll be here in APW. It's been a minute. He's a hell of a talent. He's probably one of the best cruiserweights that's come out in the last couple of years. Where he goes. You never know where the Death Valley rejects may show up. I know y'all had Victoria Moss a few weeks back. So, but that's gonna be an impressive match. Very one that you're gonna be talking to your friends about for sure.
Very much so. Then we also have coming up representing the Sanctuary, Trey Jackson taking on the Orphan Phil Noir.
I love Phil and I love Trey. I love it's gonna be a good match. I'm gonna have fun. Do a little commentary during this one and being a part of it. Phil Noir actually, or another iteration of Phil was the first cruiserweight champion here in APW. He went by another alias, but so that's a little bit of a homecoming here too. Trey Jackson picks up a win off the first ever cruiserweight champion here at APW. That does look good for him on his little bit of a streak he's been on.
Yep. Then we will have the unparalleled Chance Fortune taking on the challenger, the Asian warrior Sean Lau, our guest last week.
No,
Great guy.
I missed that. Yeah, I love him. I mean, I've only seen him in Rampage, but I mean, I just love the whole thing, the nunchucks, just I can get behind that guy. I'm glad we're getting here in APW and hope to see more of him. And maybe we will if he as APW Cruiserweight Champion.
Never know.
Never know. He's got nunchucks, man.
He's ready for a comeback. He said like he wants to get out and about a lot more this year. So
I'm all about it. I'm all about the presentation and everything, and that's just I've only seen him in Rampage, so it's not they don't a lot of glitz and glamour. It's all about just fighting down there.
Yeah,
so I can't imagine just what we can presentation here in APW, and really looking forward to that match. It's gonna be good.
Then we will have the APW Women's Championship as Hilda Lamineka take on the challenger number one contender, the Dragon Slayer Fiona Macpherson, who we have as our guest tonight.
Oh, really? I'm a huge fan of Fiona. The other one from the Academy. She had a championship match this past weekend. Unfortunately, didn't go her way, but this is different weekend, different Saturday, and I think it's anybody's ball game in that one.
I mean, how many times did Hilda not, lose to Morgan before she took her down? You never know.
You never know.
It will be the first time the two of them face
off. It's history making either way. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Fiona and having her in APW and later on the show. That's cool. Guess I'm glad I tuned into this one.
And then our main event of the evening will be the APW Tag Team Champions Supreme Savages taking on the Posse in Big Herd and Big John G.
Oh, and in case you missed it, Tony,
I've been out.
We have a new commissioner.
Who's that?
Dr. Knuckles.
Who's that? Knuckles?
Dr. Knuckles.
He's been around. He's been around.
Oh, you'll know him when you see him.
Well,
he put that match together.
He put the match together to the glee of Rock Band, and even though he presented it as it was going to be a punishment for the Posse, so I don't know if someone has something up their sleeves or, I don't know. That'll be an interesting one.
That's gonna be, yeah. I definitely feel bad for my friends, the Supreme Savages, but if any team can overpower the Posse, it's those guys. Savages, yeah, for sure. But I mean, if the Posse does win the championships, we're gonna have to get like some belt extensioners. I don't know if they're gonna go around the waist. So, around Big Herd or Big John, they're gonna have some extensions added to them, or
they'll just wear them over their shoulders or something.
Yeah.
That's
neck, something. Rock will carry them. I don't know.
Hamburgers.
Yeah, we might need some zip cords or some bungee ties.
But all right, well, let's take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with a little bit more right after this.
Yeah.
Got a sweet tooth? Head over to Travado Street and indulge in an incredible assortment of candies and over 30 different flavors of blueberry. Our delicious in-house made chocolate treats. What? Not a fan of sugar? No problem. Check out our sugar-free candy section. Satisfy your sweet tooth at Travado Street today. Visit us at 106 East Henderson Street, Cleveland, Texas.
Hello from Stitches, Clings, and Things, where we offer custom t-shirts for personal wear or business apparel. We even offer vehicle decals and even custom crochet items like beanies, blankets, coasters, and more. Please contact through our social media platform on Facebook or call us at 817-666-8027 and even email us at stitchesclingsandthings@outlook.com.
Are you enjoying watching full episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling on the DC Network? Well, why not catch a live show? Advanced Pro Wrestling is bringing action throughout the year in Johnson County. Catch one of our shows live in Cleveland or Alvarado, Texas. But what are you waiting for? Visit advancedprowrestling.com and get your tickets today for the next live show and come be a part of the APW experience.
Our next show will be February 25th, All Out Assault in Alvarado, Texas. It's going to be a great show. Lots of action. We're going to have lots of fun with it, but lots of action. We'd be remiss to fail to mention, Mindy and lost her mother a couple weeks back, and we said goodbye to her yesterday. And Miss Faye will not be at matches helping with concessions this time around. So
she's definitely one of my favorite parts of being a part of the APW family. Even, we can come from a birthday party. My daughter done had like so much cake, and she'd asked to get Cindy some candy. I'm like, oh no. She said, you better give that baby some sweet candy. It's almost like, but she just loved my daughter so much.
She loved all the kids, for sure. She loved the wrestlers. She loved the wives. She loved everyone. It was
definitely be missed. The concession stand will not quite be the same. That's for sure.
But our prayers are still with Tiffany, Mindy, family. We love you guys, and
I mean that whole family is really the backbone of APW. I mean, they're never in the ring. But it's the concessions, the doors. I mean, Preston does first aid and different things like that. And popcorn machines. I mean, they do so much, and they definitely the whole family deserves a little bit of a kudos and round of applause, and I definitely feel for them at this time for sure.
So, all right.
I mean, security, they do everything.
They do security as well. They're all over the place. There's
ring set up, tear down. I mean,
put up with everything. But
yeah.
So, and I did mention that Fiona will be our guest tonight, but unfortunately, she was not able to be with us live. I had to catch up with her earlier this week to talk with her, and so, guys, we got about 20-minute interview with her, so you can just sit back and watch and enjoy.
Perfect.
We'll be back to finish things up.
Easy money tonight.
Easy money tonight. Yeah. All right. Welcome, Fiona Macpherson. We are so happy to have you on the Square Circle today. We've only seen you once in action at APW, and so we don't know a lot about you, but very impressive win over Victoria Mosh a few weeks ago, and now you get a title match coming up this Saturday. What are your thoughts on your match coming up Saturday?
Well, I haven't met Hilda yet, so this is my first exposure to Hilda La Muñeca, and I don't really know what she has in store, I got to tell you, but I do know what I have to bring, and so she's definitely got a tall order ahead of her. But it's all about surprises, isn't it?
Very much so. I mean, you definitely surprised us. I know Tony Myers had talked you up, and then he bailed on your show.
Classic Tony, right?
Classic Tony. Yeah. I mean, he was on a cruise, and I believe he will be here Saturday. I don't know.
If you're gonna miss a Fiona Macpherson match, it better be for a cruise or something. You better.
Yeah. No, that's.
I felt like sitting at home and putting my thumbs in places and.
Yeah, as we say, I mean, general manager of DFW All Pro, and then bails on your debut at APW.
It's fine. I love Tony. He's a hardworking guy. He gets around and he deserves a cruise. He really does. So
all right,
let's get off his back. He's a good man. He's a good man.
Well, good to hear that. I mean, we never know what to expect with the Tiger. There's.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
So-
I've been saying this whole time.
Let's talk a little bit about you, though. I mean, how long have you been wrestling?
So I broke ground last year, actually. I haven't been doing this particular thing for that long. I'm fairly new to the scene. I'm not, a spring chicken by any means. I've got a history, but for pro wrestling, I mean, it's an adventure and it's new to me, but I'm enjoying it so far. That's my cat, by the way.
There you go.
Before I was a wrestler, I was a cat caretaker, and still am. But I used
Still
to
am.
be too.
Okay. And what got you into wrestling? What interests you in the journey?
Chiefly, I like to fight, but I've always liked pro wrestling just as a concept. I've watched pro wrestling from a young age. Back, early mid '90s was when I really started to like, oh, this is very cool. I didn't imagine I'd ever be doing it myself. Well, okay, I did a little bit. We all kind of did, but I grew up watching like people like the Hardys and like that Attitude Era stuff that a lot of people like to reminisce over, and onward and upward from there. I've always loved pro wrestling and what it has to offer, and just being involved in it now and getting to actually take on the people who used to be confined to a screen. Here I am actually, doing battle with them, and it's weird doing it in first person, if you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but you get used to that, and you get used to it quick. You have to, or you'll be face down on the ground, and that's not a very good view. So you have to stay on your toes and be part of it. It's really I love it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's I've always watched it from the sides, and they keep bringing me closer and closer to the ring. That's
Eventually you're in there, and you're like, wait.
yeah. In your year, it's any matches that have stood out to you as very memorable for you?
Yeah, definitely. I've out the gate, I'm fighting people who have been doing it for years, and to my credit, I'm holding my ground, But I remember fighting Nova Phoenix once. This was oh, sorry if my cat makes noise, by the way. They're just really excited to be on here too. But I fought Nova Phoenix, and I remember this was around when I started bringing my sword out to the ring, just to kind of intimidate people, and then everyone kept grabbing it and trying to use it against me, and they learned not to do that because I'm really good with it. And Nova found out the hard way that Fiona does have a history, but yeah, that stands out to me. I've had some others, just last week I wrestled Hudson Envy, and she's a class act. She's strong as all get out. She's she was rough, but very talented wrestler, I will say. Had my number that day, but I think if we ever butt heads again, that could be a different story. But definitely some standout matches in this past year, I would say. Definitely.
Yeah, I believe the APW board of directors have been in touch with Hudson Envy. I think that may be something. So if you happen to be champion at the time, you may get your rematch. Here at APW.
Look, Fiona doesn't fear a lot. Okay, but I think Hudson might be on that short list. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
But I'll take her on any day, though.
Anyone in the indie scene that you're looking to face that you have not faced yet?
That's a great question. This feels like a thinly veiled call out.
Hey, we have matches to plan.
I try to approach these things in a very sportly way. Like it would be great to throw down with this person, but inevitably it happens as it gets dramatic very quickly. We all have a lot at stake, and so I am looking forward to fighting Hilda. Like I said, this is our first time crossing paths this Saturday, but there are definitely some people at every level. At every level. I'm down here right now and I'm climbing, but I'm looking upward. I'm looking for the next big thing, and I don't know who that's going to be yet, but right now my focus is on Hilda.
All right, very nice. Who do you look up to in wrestling? Anyone at a higher level that you aspire to be?
I didn't aspire to be. Well, those are two different questions, but I guess
Yeah,
they're behind. Hey, I think a big one for me in the modern era would probably be Becky Lynch. I'm a huge Becky Lynch fan. I think she did a lot for the women's division, and so I do look up to her. There are people who've been around for a long time who are just like, I think I would freeze if I saw them, and I do mean like icicles hanging from my fingers. Like I would just turn into a popsicle. I'd just be like, if I saw Jeff Hardy, who was just here yesterday, or if I saw, I want to say Mick Foley would be amazing. Love Mick Foley. I love, Daniel Bryan, these kind of guys. There's so many wrestlers who I look up to, I think we're all lucky to have so many like class acts in wrestling. I mean, there's so many places you can look up to, and you find someone who's just really like inspiring. It's just an inspiring medium to begin with.
And you never know, especially at this level. They pop in every now and then and surprise the indie fans.
I heard about what happened last weekend.
Yeah.
And you just that's why it's that's not the only reason why you should go to indie shows, but yes, sometimes you do get quite the treat just from being an indie fan. But like somebody who you would see mid card at an indie show this weekend could be main eventing, AEW, NXT, or whatever in a year's time. You never know. And there are people who are just amazing right now in the ring. Like they're already amazing. And so I'm a big fan of indie wrestling, and I think everyone should experience it.
I agree with you 100% on that. So, but we're going to take a quick break, and then I want to talk a bit more about the card coming up. Get your thoughts on some of these matches coming up next Saturday. So, but we'll be right back after this.
Hi, welcome to Henson Photography. We do all kinds of photos. Sports photos, family photos, and shows like APW. We have done rodeos, volleyball, basketball, cheerleading, color guard, promos, and many more. Henson Photography is family owned and ran. So come check us out on Facebook at Henson Photography, and we will see you at the next show.
Do you want to advertise your local business to a wider audience? Well, why not advertise with Johnson County's best pro wrestling promotion? Have your business showcased on Roku TV through the DC Network throughout episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and also through the Squared Circle podcast. For inquiries, please email advertisewithapw@gmail.com.
Looking for unbeatable daily deals on the hottest vapes and treats? Head to Vapor Labs. Discover amazing sales on Geek Bars, Core Infinity Vapes, and a variety of delicious gummy treats. Find us at 1301 West Henderson Street, Suite 1, Cleburne, Texas, right between World Gym and Bright Dental. Don't miss out on your next great deal at Vapor Labs, your one-stop shop for all things vape and more.
Right, our next show will be this Saturday, the 25th in Alvarado, Texas. It is All Out Assault, and our guest right now, Fiona Macpherson, will have her shot at the women's title at that show. But we have other matches going on. I know, at this level, you may or may not know anyone, but I just want to kind of go through the card and get your thoughts on any of these matches that you feel that.
Let's
all
do
right.
it. Way out of you.
So
ready to go.
We will have Alberto De La Cruz taking on Jack Calloway. Any thoughts on these two gentlemen?
Yeah, Alberto De La Cruz. He's a member of the Death Valley Rejects. If you don't already know, and I've got some lingering beef, you might say. I know beef lingers, and that particular group in particular, I know that Fiona Mosh is really close with Alberto, so that makes me not really want to associate with him very much. I'm going for my boy Jack all the way. I know Jack is a big talent. He's up and coming. He's a rising star. And Alberto de la Cruz, he's tough, but he doesn't quite have his head on his shoulders, and I think that's going to bite him in the back this time.
Yeah, we haven't had Alberto's been here before, but it's been a while, and not since joining, the rejects.
Yeah.
So it'll be a different Alberto, definitely, when we have him here. So up next we have Trey Jackson representing the Sanctuary, taking on the Orphan Phil Noir.
Yeah. Phil Noir. I see this cat around, I can't make heads or tails of him. I just know he knows how to wrestle. That's all I know. I know this is going to be a good match, but this one is going to be a surprise to me. I'm on the edge of my seat for a particular reason. That is, I don't know what's going to happen here.
All right. Yeah, Phil Noir. He's been here in many different forms. We've not seen the Orphan yet, so we'll see what type of style comes along with this.
Bit of a chameleon.
Yes.
That was to make a zoological reference.
Then we will have the APW Cruiserweight Championship with the unparalleled Chance Fortune taking on the Asian Warrior Sean Lau.
I'm so intrigued by this because I haven't seen Sean Lau in action yet.
Okay.
But I've seen Chance, because Chance was at that APW show not too long ago.
Yes.
And wow, that guy, he's flying across the sky, I can't take my eyes off the dude. Just in terms of sheer athleticism, this is going to be a match to watch, I think.
Yeah, Chance, just speaking of TNA, he was actually there helping with security this past weekend. So definitely someone that we all are watching for.
Go Chance.
Then obviously we have your match coming up with Hilda. Any further thoughts or insight that you want to share with?
Yeah. Oh, you think I haven't been thinking about this match? Absolutely. Like I said, I'm going into this a little bit in the dark. So there's a propensity to be caught off guard. That could happen, right? So that's why Fiona's trying to prepare herself. I am trying to up my arsenal. Okay, it's worked out pretty well for me so far, but always onward and upward. And so, I'm not to mention, I've been taking on some real powerhouses lately, and I have seen some footage of Hilda, and it seems like Fiona's a little bit bigger than Hilda, and yes. I think that might factor in too. So, I'm the Dragon Slayer. I'm used to taking on things that are a little bit bigger than me. All right, so that's maybe my expertise. When you go small, it's like, what is this? I can't dine on this. So, not to sound overconfident, but I think I know which way the scale is going to tip here.
All right. I will give you one warning. Hilda took out Morgan Mercy to take that title, so don't count her out 100%.
Listen, I'm going to make a reference, right? There's a popular video game series where, the fire monsters beat the grass monsters, but the grass monsters, they beat this other kind of, and there's this sort of like paper, rock, scissors, cyclical thing happening. I think that might be what's afoot here. I think that while Hilda might best someone like Morgan Mercy, who threw me about 6 feet into the sky and I landed on the ground. It's the landing that hurts the most, just so you know. Mm-hmm. That's great for her, but Fiona, I think, beats Hilda on Saturday. I think that's going to be how that plays out.
All right. And then our main event of the evening is going to be the APW Tag Team Championship match with the Supreme Savages taking on the Posse, which I mean, you witnessed Big John G. You haven't seen Big Herd yet, and he's bigger than Big John G. But any thoughts? I know you're familiar with the Savages and what they can do.
I am. We're besties. And they'll tell you the same thing. Ask them, are you besties with Fiona? They'll say, yes, we are.
Okay.
We're besties. They'll finish the sentence for you. With Fiona? Oh, yes, we are. The Dragon Slayer? Listen, Supreme Savages, if there's anyone on God's green earth that's going to bring, they could take down a freaking giant, these guys. Like, 2 giants. They'll have to, I guess. But they certainly could. They will. They absolutely will. They're just Supreme Savages. They're, oh, man, so fun to watch, so capable, so strong, so athletic, so kind-hearted. That's important too, right? They're good people.
They are, yes.
I'm cheering for them. Like top to bottom, 100%. Fiona's all in on Supreme Savages. Like that's
all right.
That's it.
Yeah, Savages are definitely the fan favorites, and we're hoping they can dethrone the Beasts. But I mean, we'll see. Definitely the only way to see it will be to be there this Saturday, unless you want to wait 3 months and then you'll get it on YouTube and
what a silly proposition.
Yeah,
Why would you wait when you can buy a ticket
now.
right now? You can literally go to the web address bar right there and buy a ticket. That's
exactly. I mean, that does, and plus it's better to see it in action, live, in person, up close. We will be in Alvarado, Texas, at the Johnson County Pioneer and Old Settlers Reunion Arena. It's a short name, but plenty of
more
room,
syllables, maybe.
Plenty of room in there. But VIP always sells out there. Front row tickets do go, so get your tickets now for that. Let's go back to your history a little bit. We remind guests this is family friendly. We don't but tales from the road. Any tales anything that you've had in your travel experiences that were fun, funny, exciting, scary?
I consider myself very lucky in that I not too much misfortune befell Fiona. But
Okay, well, good.
and I'm trying to keep it that way. I just mind my own business, keep my head down, and go out there and slay. That's what I do. But tales from the road. Oh gosh, like I've been down to a few places. I've been down to, like, I remember going to Austin. It's a lot of fun. I went to Houston. Met some people who I looked up to down there. But we're not like committing debauchery, going out and getting in Waffle House fights or anything like that. Like I feel like that'd be tough to explain to someone the next day.
Yeah.
but I'm afraid there are aspects to me that are like exciting and fiery and all that, and then there are parts where it's just like I'm just eating a protein bar on and backstage and just kind of just chilling out. So if any knockdown crazy stories come my way, I'll be sure to relay them to you. But I'm
all right.
Try not to get in any trouble
For next time, that'll be.
Don't say anything regrettable.
We never know what we're going to get with that question. So
oh, yeah, there was this one time, and let me tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you mentioned that. Do you still watch the TV tapings of wrestling now? The big boys?
Oh yeah.
Any one that you prefer over the other?
Oh gosh, I don't play favorites.
I know we just had TNA here. We had everybody in town over the last month. I mean,
I don't know if I'm just easy to please. I just like, if there's wrestling on TV, I'm happy. But I do like the all the competition out there. I love that. You can't go 5 feet without great wrestling. And that's really cool. I love all these partnerships that are kind of rising out of the ground all of a sudden. It's really kind of shifting the paradigm a little bit, in the wrestling world, and kind of blurring the lines in a good way, between, if you want to delineate it, between the indie world and the big boys or all that, AAA kind of thing. There's more of a it's more of a like a pool. It's a pool, right? Versus like these like sectioned off quarters and stuff. But your question was like which one I watch the most, and I do catch myself watching AEW just because I think that's it jives well with my schedule. Because at night I'm training wrestling, I train taekwondo, or I'm in the gym I'm doing something, and so like it'll come on the TV or whatever. But it's one of those things where I try to keep afloat with what's going on, and I love the I love the high energy of AEW. It really vibes with me, but I love all of them too. I just like wrestling.
And definitely, I mean, especially in the DFW area, we have so many opportunities, so many great promotions in town. All the big boys come through here. We get so much. I love being part of wrestling here in APW, or be part of the DFW area and just kind of get to know more people. And looking forward to now getting those people that I see in the indie circuit up in the other upper echelons, to watch on TV.
It's a bit of a revolving door, and like it's we're at where we're at right now, and it's fleeting and ephemeral, and so catch it while you can.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. So, well, thank you so much for your time today. We definitely look forward to seeing you in action on Saturday night. It will be All Out Assault. You get your shot at the women's title against Hilda La Muñeca. It's going to be a battle for sure. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing you again. Any final words for the fans tonight?
Chin up, slay your dragon. Fight with all you got.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, and we will see you Saturday.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bet your ass.
You have dreams of getting a sick pump and getting jacked and juicy like Jacked and Juicy Joe Angelo Garcia and the King Outlaw Jason Bruce. And what you need to do is you need to come on down to Advanced Fitness Center, AFC 2221, FM 2280, King, Texas. Come in and get a sick pump. Ask questions. Call 817-506-0003, 817-506-0003. King, Texas. Come in and get jacked and juicy like Jacked and Juicy, baby. Are you enjoying watching full episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling on the DC Network? Well, why not catch a live show? Advanced Pro Wrestling is bringing action throughout the year in Johnson County. Catch one of our shows live in Cleveland or Alvarado, Texas. Well, what are you waiting for? Visit advancedprowrestling.com and get your tickets today for the next live show and come be a part of the APW experience.
We're back. It is January 25th in Alvarado, Texas. All Out Assault. All kinds of action going on there.
Yeah, great.
Pretty good words.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Fiona. Yeah, it's been one of those. I watched her go from a trainee to where she is now, and some of the APW kind of reached out to looking for some female talent, and she's definitely top of my list. And I'm glad that she's back, and they already challenging for the APW Women's Championship. And like I said earlier, it could be anybody's game in that one. I don't know.
She won that right. She got the number one contender slot at the last show, so we're ready to go.
But those two have a rivalry that's low key one of the best of the year here in the DFW area. They battled all over the place this last year. So
Well, last week we had Rock called into the Wrestling Society Network podcast and to Bear in the Blade, and was talking to them and invited them to come to APW, check out our show as well, and they accepted and will be here. It'll be Gavin the Blade and Brady Owens will be joining us at APW on Saturday. Their podcast. I mean, they got a whole network, lots of viewers there. So hopefully we get more eyes on APW as well. So
Yeah, I've done some voice acting for them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no Brady.
okay.
There you go. Yeah, I get invited to watch.
I'm everywhere.
You're everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
That's how you stay relevant. That's how you become general manager or manager of the year, and you don't even have clients. So it takes pure talent to do that. But
I build people up and they leave me.
Yeah, I seen the photos of you and Levi from the last show. Kind of look like you disrespect you a little bit.
I put him and Rock in their place. Just like somebody else needs to be put in his place. I mean, because isn't it just kind of funny how when the word predator comes up, that's the first thing that comes to somebody's mind, the most horrific thing possible? I mean, it seems like somebody has his own issues.
Never know.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing the bone out there.
Yeah. Not sure.
Devian's not a fan of us right now either. So that's all.
Well, he's not a fan of you. I mean, because you know who he rolls with.
Yes, I do know who he rolls.
Yeah,
with. We'll be handling
the one person you always disrespect.
We will be handling that in February, but that's to come. We'll talk about that. You know, we got a show here at APW first, and then we'll focus on NTW and what's going on with the oral game.
This certain person's going to be at ringside. This guy.
Are you actually going to show up this time?
I was there at the last show.
Hiding
right next to you. Yeah, I was sitting right next to you the last show.
Oh, an APW show. I thought you meant NTW show. I'm like,
just because you don't see me, don't mean I'm not there.
Tony, we get ringside now. We're ringside announcing.
Oh, at the next show in Alvarado and everything.
I think we're gonna be. We're not gonna be up in the safety of that stage. We're gonna be right there ringside.
We would have to talk a little different when come Metal Mayhem comes around again.
I'm throwing you in that cage.
That's what I want to be ringside.
I was wondering how it went with the last show being so close and
it was great.
It was good.
Yeah, I got to talk trash to Levi and Rock the whole time. It was beautiful.
I mean, that's always remembered. I just remember wrestling always being, right there. Back in the older days, it was always right there, against the ring, and then kind of moved it back. But hey, I'm for it. I think it gives it that old school vibe that I love about APW. It's present day pro wrestling, but it still has that Texas wrestling, to it. So I'm all for it.
I mean, we may have to set up 2 extra chairs so that way Big John G and Big Herd can be sitting there. That way they don't have far to walk.
We might need 2 love seats.
About to have a hell of a match. So walking from that entrance all the way to that ring, that might be too much for them.
Yeah,
we might need to set up 2 chairs right there so they can just be right there by the stairs and already be able to get up in there and be okay.
We changed the entrance. They don't have to go use the stairs anymore. So I guess they wouldn't have to work stairs. But
we can get golf carts or something and kind of cart them in,
chauffeur them.
Yeah.
Nah, that's giving them too much of my level of status.
Yeah,
that's almost like rolling out the red carpet for them.
Yeah. It's going to be a pretty brutal match for sure. That main event tag match. And I love tag team matches.
I'm trying to help them out, so that way they can be strong for their match.
Give them an advantage.
Yeah, that's all. I'm looking out for them.
Yeah,
because that's what I do.
you're looking out for Rock and his posse.
You know, something I jotted down during your interview with Fiona is she was awfully kissing up a lot to the Savages. You know, I'm savage. I'm a savage. What if, you know, Fiona joined the posse? Could you imagine her representing the female division in APW with the posse?
The posse.
I don't. That just crossed my mind. I'm like, good Lord, help the locker room APW. If you know she was able to pick up the win, you know, anything like that. I don't put nothing past Rock Bannon. I seen it come thing, and I know if she's back in APW so fast, I know earning it right, but yeah, you never know. Plus, you know, Fiona plays nice, but I think she's got a little bit of a wild streak in her.
Yeah, no, we've seen some of those matches. I think they definitely.
You know, she's got an MMA background, you know, and she's a hell of a talent. Super smart, in and out of the ring. She'd be a get on anybody's team if there was any, you know, anybody looking. But yeah, anyway, I got sidetracked on my Fiona. My Fiona love. You know, she was one of the only graduates of the academy under my reign as general manager, so she's always going to be special to me.
Corny.
Yeah. She always hold a special heart.
Oh,
She gets a little scorny.
yes, Scorny. Oh, you don't follow that faction from another promotion.
I know those guys a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
but you know, we the East Side. We
Good
know
one, Robin.
that.
That's a good one, Robin.
Yeah,
I'm lost on that one completely.
that's like her and what Tommy Prince and all them guys, and
Yeah.
Gabe. And I mean, I'm big fans of Tommy. I've seen Tommy a little bit more than I've Gabe, but I've definitely worked announced both those guys' matches a few different times, and they'd be a great tag team here in APW. You know, our tag team divisions. I mean, and a lot of different promotions. That tag team of wrestling is just kind of is what it is going on right now. It's on fire, in my opinion. Here as of late.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you know, Fiona's here to slay dragons, and Hilda's more of like a fairy. So I just feel like she's used to facing dragons. I don't know. But, you know, I'm not going to put anything against our women's champion, Hilda.
Have you not seen Hilda with Brick Savage? They are crazy together.
Oh, you did. I mean, kudos to Brick Savage in that Texas.
So Hilda can have a mean streak herself.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm definitely not going to put it past her. She put it to our champ. Even when in the time she didn't beat Morgan Mercy, she definitely took it to her. So yeah, I definitely would never.
I've heard some rumblings of possible cage match with some of our women. So we may see all those mean streaks come to life in that sense.
The highest ticket sales in APW history.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So,
I would pay for it. There's all that shows up. Like, yeah. But hey, you can tell me a women's cage match, APW. I'm all for it.
there we go. But this Saturday, all out assault in Alvarado, Texas. Bell time at 7:00. Be there. You want to see it live? I mean, our shows are still several months behind on. They come out on YouTube. They come out on DC Network, but you want to make sure you can see it live so you get what's going on there.
That's the best way to see it. You can feel the emotion. You can feel the energy.
Yes.
He's just blowing his own head up again.
He's working for like the number 2 company, 2 or 3. I mean, it's tied up with WWE, and you're out here messaging us, Bruce. Don't you got something to do right now?
He's on his way he's driving there. He doesn't check in until tomorrow.
You should have been there when the place opened.
No truer words spoken.
We showed up at dark time, Bruce. Come on. You've been out there rolling in the bags for I don't even know who wrestlers. Whoever, I don't keep up. I'm sorry. I don't know the roster of TNA, but there's a lot of guys on there. Just Joe. Who are they?
No, Hardys were on.
The Hardys. Yeah, duh. God.
That's
Yeah, I
that's
used
who
to watch
he had
TNA.
to go interfere with the Hardys. You know, that was.
They're gonna be in town here in Dallas here at next
They
week
are.
or something. Yeah,
All
I'd
right.
love to
Yeah.
go. I don't know if I will, but
So I do have the quick video just to
Oh, dear.
show. Yeah. Just
Here.
Now Wentz, able to drop. The Hardys went right into the laps of Nathan Frazier and Axiom, the NXT Tag Team Champions.
Look at this, a little bit of tension here, but what? In the ring! Look out!
Oh, wait a minute! Oh, wait a minute! Miguel took out Fraxium by accident!
Look at this!
Listen, the NXT Tag Champs came out here. We didn't know they were coming out here. They sat 5 feet from an active match.
Tension's boiling over here. Security finally getting some space between the NXT Tag Team Champions, Fraxium, and the Rascals.
yeah. There's King Outlaw's
that big dummy come down.
holding the
Yeah.
belt.
Yeah, we might need to put the chair next to us for him also, because it kind of looked like he was having a little trouble coming down
Yeah,
that ramp.
Lord. Good thing there wasn't a real emergency happening. No, but for real, yeah. Jason Bruce, we're about the same age.
I mean, if there would have been a banana peel right there,
yeah, he would
there
have
it
been.
goes.
What was the guy that went underneath the rope?
Titus O'Neil.
Titus O'Neil, yeah.
Yep. He would have been the next Titus O'Neil.
Going down. There we go.
Yeah,
There's your remembrance.
TikTok.
Yeah.
No, but for real, to be able to be a wrestling fan your whole life, and then to get to actually work a segment with the Hardys and TNA after all this big news with WWE and all that, it's what a huge time. That's super cool. I mean,
he moonlights as security. I mean, that's just how it is.
I would take it. One day he'll be, telling his grandkids, "On time I work security for a Hardy Boys match." And
No, he's been telling everyone that he's held in
NXT Gold.
NXT Gold because he picked up the belt there. So he's held NXT Gold.
No, there you go. It's been a while. So it's a good thing.
Yeah. So all right.
That's super cool. Super cool.
All Out Assault this Saturday. Be there, Alvarado, Texas. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Jason Bruce not even on the card this week?
He's not. He's down at NXT. So
well. Well, we might have a good show then.
There we go. There.
I knew his head wasn't taking up half the poster like the Jaws shark.
Yeah. To take up the poster.
Oh,
here.
why are we talking about me so much? I know that I am the star of any promotion that I go to, but I'm trying to drive to, like y'all said, the second biggest wrestling company in the world, and y'all are talking about me too much, and I can barely focus on the show and driving. It's not, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I'm just jealous because I'm at your gym, holding things down for you while you go be a superstar.
It's a TNA superstar, King Fitness.
Hey, thank you, Chris. You're doing a great job, Chris.
Hey, I got you 4 signups today, so I just want you to know that. So there we go.
It's all due to your appearance. Impact.
Bringing the hammer here.
Thank you. See, yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good. I knew that you were a closet Jack fan.
You're maybe pushing a bit there, but that's.
I'm being told that a guy that held the NXT tag titles.
I'm saying I have held NXT Gold. I'm just saying I hold that over anybody in AEW.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see Good.
And Tony, you need to start being a little nicer to me. I'm one of your DFW All Pro champions.
Yeah.
It says so on that GWS Multimedia Championship. So I don't know.
They're definitely in the pro wrestling Dallas family. Yeah, you're a champion in the fam. You're part of the family.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Ian, I apologize if I offended you earlier.
a little. I was just trying to figure out details.
You just have fun trying not to fall down the ramp again, okay?
Hey, here's the thing
because you know I have defended you from day one, even backing up your doctor's note with your stubbed toe on how big of an issue it is. But you know, I would really hate for that hip to really get hurt again.
It was an ingrown toenail. You're right. Those can be very serious. They can develop staph.
Looked like it was ripping up the other day.
I would really hate for that hip to get messed up again.
But here's what happened. If you actually are there, you know, and you can see how small that ramp is. I slowed down because I didn't want to inadvertently become an NXT champion, and it wasn't, you know, it was by accident because there was not a lot of room in that ramp for me to, you know, get these guys pushed aside. You know, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like the big guy on that screen at that moment.
Yeah,
this is true.
Well, if it's Matt counting, you'll still be waiting for that count to 3. House count.
I'm just saying.
You would have fell down and Matt Hardy been like, delete.
Okay, you talk about my hip, and you're talking about, you bring up Matt Hardy? Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Brittany, I resemble.
Pretty sure I saw them walking around with canes and stuff after the show.
Yeah, I bet. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, Jack Juicy, we stay primed and ready. We found the fountain of youth. You know, we're getting younger.
That's a good comment right there. Oh, I like that comment.
What comment?
It says, of course, your ego wouldn't allow you to just not call in and be a part of the convo, but I get it. Someone has to put you over to make you feel good, even if it's yourself.
Shane loves you. Yeah, well, Shane loves you.
Pew pew.
Hey, here's the thing about Shane Strapmore. You know, I have respect for him. You know, it takes a hell of a guy to walk through the ring as level as he does with that stick that he has. You know, he ain't got a forehead. That thing's got a highway on it. I drew a line down at one time when he was sleeping, and it was exactly like Big Hurt's fault.
So, all right, gentlemen, we've got show this Saturday. I don't know, King Outlaw, you're going to be back, or you're going to be a WWE superstar by then?
Oh, you never know. You never know where I might hop up. You know, there is a small event in San Antonio right after TNA. You know, something about Saturday night's main event. You know, I might pop in there. You never know.
Okay.
Hopefully, I don't get beat up by a woman like, you know, somebody else did on Monday Night Raw. Terminator. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, call anybody out. Jay Alexander. But anyways, you know, that's besides the point.
All right. Well, we'll see you all Saturday in Alvarado, Texas. You can catch us live in action there. The Wrestling Society Network will be there. We'll be there, having lots of fun. You should be there.
My spirit will be there.
Your spirit will be there. All right. That will do it for tonight. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you again next week on the Squared Circle. Have a good night.